Morning, Audrey. How are you today?
Not too bad, thanks, Lena.
Good. Well, you know what we're here for today, which is to do your appraisal.
Yes, that's correct.
There are a few things that I want to go through with you. First of all, how are you doing anyway?
Not too bad, better. The cat's at the vet. Unfortunately, it got attacked by a fox last night.
Oh no, is he okay?
Hopefully, it's got a bad leg. I'll find out on my lunch break how he's doing.
Well, you could do without that, couldn't you?
Yeah, it just seems to be one thing after another at the moment.
I know you lost your mum and dad. How's that going? How are you coping?
It's okay. It's just sorting the financial side of things. It seems to be really dragging, but it's okay. Slowly but surely. It's just a lot to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah, and is everything sorted legally? I know it's hard going, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is. Like I say, it's we're getting there slowly. It's just readjusting and everything.
Okay, well, you know I'm always here if you need any support or help.
Oh, thank you.
So what are you doing for yourself then? I mean, have you got anything sorted? I know you like travelling. Have you got anything planned?
Hopefully, when this is all sorted, I'm aiming to go to India for a little bit. I haven't actually booked anything yet. I'll let you know, obviously, when the dates are closer to the time. But hopefully, I can go travelling for a couple of weeks, just really have a break.
I suppose that would be good, just to clear your head and whatnot.
Yeah, just to get away, really.
Anywhere in particular where you want to go?
No, just around, be in a beautiful city, I suppose, and just have a bit of time out.
Okay, lovely. But just let me know when you do want to go and then we can get that sorted for you.
Yeah, of course, I will. No problem, thank you.
But going back to how you're coping, obviously will help, but will any bereavement counselling help you, do you think?
I don't think I'm really ready for that at the minute. I'm in the process, so maybe not now, but maybe later on in the future.
Okay, because you know one of the benefits of working here is that you can go to a counsellor and it's all paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do feel that it will help you at any point, just give them a ring. I'll let you have a telephone number. It's all completely confidential, so nobody will know anything. I've been in the past and it did help me a lot. But obviously you have to be ready for you to willing to go.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for making me aware. I just want to get all the things out of the way first, and then hopefully deal with maybe this later.
Yeah, absolutely. But do make the most of what's available to you and is there if you want it.
Okay, definitely. I'll take the number anyway.
That's fine, I'll pass it on to you. And remember, you can come to me at any points. I'm more than happy to help, even if it's just for a quick chat.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Right, what I want to move on to is, because this is a performance appraisal, let's have a look at how you've been performing. Obviously, I've been very mindful of what you've been going through and whatnot in the last few months, and I'm very aware of that. And I'm wondering if it's impacted you and your performance, because when I look at the past few years, you've either achieved or overachieved on your targets, but then all of a sudden it just kind of dropped. Could you tell me about that? What it is that you think that could be causing that?
Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't like to see that really. But I know within myself, I've not really been performing as well as I used to. I mean, it affects me as well as the money and my achievements, helping me achieve my targets. I think a lot of this to do is to do with my personal situation, which I know I should leave at the door, but it is really, really difficult.
No, I do get that.
Especially when you talk to people all the time as well, it's hard to get the enthusiasm out, and I know it's also the product and the team, and I know you move with me, but I'm really not happy in that team or that situation.
Right.
I'm not familiar in that area. It's not what I'm good at, and it's not what I've been able to get kind of a grip on that. I mean, with my personal life aside, it's just the actual department, the new products, the things in the department. I'm just finding it really hard, really struggling just to find my feet with it, really.
Okay, well, a couple of things here. Perhaps I didn't explain myself very well at the time, but my thinking behind it was that the team that you're in now is quite young. And as you know, they're great girls, but actually, what I really wanted from you is because you're so good at what you do and the sort of maturity that you bring, I wanted you to take that into the team that I've moved you into, and shape it up a little bit more. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking with a bit of development, we can get you to be a team leader. And to be honest, I thought maybe a change would be helpful for you, but I also wanted to put you out of your comfort zone a little bit, to a certain extent, to see how you managed it. And that hasn't quite worked as well as I'd hoped it would. But at the end of the day, I'm not just about to change everything. I still do think that it's a really good move for you. So I have lots of ideas that would help both you and me. First of all, what do you think would help you to achieve in this particular team, bearing in mind what I've been thinking about for your position in that team?
If I'm honest, I don't really feel that I have a position in that team. I feel a bit of an outsider. I mean, they're already really quite developed as a team, which is quite difficult, seeing as I've not been all singing and dancing and wanted to get involved. So I don't really feel like I've got a position in that team at the moment. I don't think they would really respond well to me if I was a manager.
Right.
I don't know at the moment. I just don't feel. I feel quite disjointed from that team, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm sorry you feel like that, but having heard you say that now, I have had some ideas about getting someone to take you through a lot of the products that you try and sell on a daily basis and really get you to buy into it. So what I'm thinking is, again, I want your maturity to be brought into that team. And yes, okay, you may feel that the team is sort of already developed, but actually they are to a certain extent as far as their personalities go. And if I'm honest, it feels more than a clique than a proper team. They haven't all got the skills on the phones. Yes, they understand the products and they buy into the products as they use them all the time, and that's probably where you feel more comfortable on the medical team, because the products were more your style and you use them on a daily basis. I'm just wondering, I would like to do something that helps you all bond as a team together. I mean, if I sort of gave you the time to have a session with the team where actually I would like you to run it more or less, and I want you to take the seniority of it and take your telephone skills and sales skills, pretty much your whole ethos around selling and team building, really. What was it in that other team that was different to this team? I mean, I have my own ideas, but what do you think is different in that other team? What do you bring?
What do I bring?
Yeah, what did you bring into your other team that you don't bring to the one that you're in now?
I just think that I was in a much better position. I mean, I've never been one to always necessarily fit in with the crowd, but through my performance, I've always been able to motivate, or be somebody's competitor, which I don't feel like I've got that at the moment.
Okay.
Only because my performance is lacking. I've never been anyone's teammate, I suppose, in that sort of sense. But I don't know. I don't really think I've explained myself very well.
No, don't worry, I do know where you're coming from, and actually, to a certain extent, it's not about being their friends. I mean, if you're going to be a team leader, it is about being that person that leads from the front.
Okay. I mean, thank you for having that belief in me. I really appreciate it. Even though I haven't been performing as well as I normally do.
Well, I absolutely do have that belief in you. Whilst you haven't been performing at your best, let's say, I do still see those attributes within you, and it's just that it's not you, it's not what I expect to see from you, as you've done so well over previous years, and therefore I really want to put it out there and help you to achieve, to do better. Obviously, a lot of it has come from me, myself as well. I will support you, whatever it is that you need to do, but I would like to get a session going with the team where you show them what you know and help them to build on their own skills, their sales skills, their customer service skills, their people skills, because a lot of them are quite sort of girly. I mean, it's fine, that's great if that's who you're talking to on the end of the phone. I mean, it is about building that relationship with their customers, and I don't know if they always have that, and you absolutely have.
I mean, I'm not particularly girly, and I'm not really familiar with makeup and things.
So let's say a makeup session, would that help you? I mean, where they can help you with the makeup. You never know, you might just enjoy it. It might be something that you do actually like. So how about you get them to do something like that for you? I mean, just be a bit open about it. You are really outside of your comfort zone in that, and they don't need to know what it is you're trying to do. I mean, you're trying to help them, but also you and I can sit down together. I mean, we can have a session if that's what you'd like, where we can build this team so we can try it. And if it doesn't work 100%, at least we'll be starting to get somewhere. And you and I can have one-to-ones on a regular basis as well, if that helps.
Okay, so you're not going to put me back in the other team then?
At the moment, no, as I would really like you to achieve in the team that I put you in, because I think you can. It's not even that I think you can, I know you can. I know you've got it there, and I think when you see it for yourself and you can start to see things changing, you'll be happy that you've done it.
I'm just worried I'm not gonna make the changes that you want, because it just seems like it's such a big task. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I mean, it's certainly something for me to focus on, and it would give me a challenge, as I don't really feel challenged at the moment. I already know that I can do the job, and because I'm doing it now, it's almost like I'm a bit defeated. I also don't know how good I'll be at the team leader role. It just worries me all.
Well, how about we do this? How about we review it on a regular basis? Like I said, if we have regular one-to-ones starting almost immediately, so we'll have an action plan in place, and just to see how it goes, because I want to support you, because obviously if you do well, then I do well.
My initial feeling is that I'm going to be having time off the phones to do this. How is that going to impact on my bonus?
Well, what we'll do is we'll look at your targets and we'll sort of adjust them accordingly for the time being.
I mean, last month I was only one and a little bit sales away from my bonus, so is that going to be paid?
I'm afraid on this occasion your bonus won't be paid, as you didn't actually achieve your target, but I do see where you're coming from. I do sympathise with you. I mean, we have a very good reason behind why your targets are not being achieved. By all means, if you give me a report, I will put it to the board and get them to assess it for you. But certainly from my perspective, and at this point, I wouldn't be happy at signing off the bonus for you, but I would be happy to do is look at what we're doing and incrementally start off a bit lower, and then over the next few months you have a better chance of achieving your bonus. So I will review it for you.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's okay, I suppose. That's fine.
Well, obviously there is a lot of factors to play here, but equally what I can also do is I can sit in and listen to your phone calls as well, if that helps you. So I can give you some pointers as well if there's anything that can help. But the long and short of it is that's what we need to do, is just work at it. And obviously there will be one-to-ones regularly, every fortnight maybe, if that works for you. And then take it from there. And then come in 6 months' time, we can see where we are. And if you've been putting in the effort and you're still not finding it right, and you're still not finding it like that's the position for you, then we can have another discussion. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that seems fine.
So just to review it, as far as the action plan is concerned, we're going to have a look at your targets, but also we're going to put in for some one-to-ones on your regular basis, and sessions, team sessions and things like that, where you all get together primarily with a function of you getting to understand the products, and the girls in the other team are helping you to understand them, but equally you will also help them with their sales skills and whatnot. And you and I will get together to start putting into place an action plan. We'll get together next week if that's all right. If you just send me an appointment.
That's fine with me.
Good. Then we'll put together a date for the team meeting. Say 3 or 4 weeks, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Do you want me to organise that now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Will there be any petty cash for cakes, etc.?
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe we can just do sharp sessions so it doesn't impact too much on your sales. And within, say, 2 months, I'd like to sit back down and then review where we are, and then we'll take it from there. That all right?
Yeah, that seems fine.
Great. It was nice to speak to you anyway, Audrey. Look after yourself, and don't forget that my door is open all the time, even if you do just want a little chat, as it always helps to talk, doesn't it?
Oh, thank you for that. I do really appreciate it. I do feel a little bit better now.
Good, I'm glad you do. Well, I'll let you get on with the rest of your day now.
Oh, thank you then. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Bye.